Yo, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Finn and I make beats. The people over at UJAM were nice enough to send me a license for a new plugin that they have called RetroCraft. It's very similar to some of the other, I would say, like degrading plugins where you can make it sound more like tape or vinyl wobble, analog characteristics. I reached out to them and like I said, they were nice enough to send me a license for me to test it out for myself. I'm not gonna bore you with all the regular, things that I do when I'm making a beat. I won't be making a beat, but let's just make it a little bit easier and a little bit quicker. So I have the Soulfy open. I'll take the Kramer tape off. I'll just leave the drum bus just to give it a little bit more of a punch. So I'm just gonna make a quick drum break and then we're gonna process it using the RetroCraft plugin. You guys can let me know what you think, what you like and don't like. All right, so let's just do a little bit of editing. I want to turn down those open hats a little bit. Now that we got our drum break, let's go and add the RetroCraft. All right, so this looks like a bit of a familiar interface. So you can just cycle through the presets and kind of get an idea of what you want to do. Maybe if you go in here, we can go drums and beats. Let's start with specifically to the drums, and let's hear a bunch of different presets. That's a worn vinyl record. Let's go to the drums. Break fattener. Definitely sounds fat. Let's see what else we got. '92 drum loop. And you can adjust it to taste, obviously. That's hard. I'm not sure. There you go. I like that one a lot. Fattens Even Fat is the name of the preset. Let's A-B it. It's a little bit of dust on it. Okay. And this thing, you can just roll the dice, I guess, and just get a random. Kind of ill. That's hard. All right. So I'm going to go back to the one that I liked. Which one is it? Fattens Even Fatter. And then turn down the lo-fi effects, or the big crush effect, I should say. So yeah, you could see all the parameters here: lo-fi, bit crush, static, satellite, inharmonic, ring mod to make it sound like, like a SP1200 or like an old MPC 60 or something like that. Chorus, ensemble, flanger, phaser, bunch of other filters. Instability, so like wobble, flutter, jitter, drift, bend, glitch. Tape, stereo, like delay. So this is like a tape delay, which is kind of dope. A little bit of a reverb, a spring reverb, if you want to just put that on, your drums or a snare or your hi-hat, your percussion. That's pretty dope. And this is like some glitchy effects that you can add to the beat, as you heard in some of those presets. And this analog mix is like I guess that's your master. That's like a whole different thing, actually. I like the dust, though. I would just like pull back on it a bit. So this thing is like another parameter amplifier. So you can see all the different ones. They have a tube, amp, solid state, plasma, transformer, inductor. Not sure exactly what those are, but it's a bunch of different things. So we have our different medium that you're playing it on: microcassette, cassette, reel-to-reel, shellac, vinyl. So similar to like the other, you guys know this plugin I'm talking about. Similar to those plugins, you can put vinyl tape, VHS, all that kind of stuff, just to make it dusty. Now the speaker one now, like it's coming through a telephone, toy phone, radio, car stereo, gramophone, megaphone. I mean, it's dope. Let's hear the cassette, because I like the cassette sound on a lot of my drum breaks. Reel to reel. So let's A-B the whole thing. This is with the RetroCraft, and this is without it. It's a lot shinier without it. I like it like this. Okay, so now that we have that, I'm going to duplicate this. I chopped up a quick little splice loop, and let's just add it to the beat and hear how it sounds. So I just added a little bit of a glue compressor to act as my sidechain compressor. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna add the RetroCraft to the sample. And I've seen some presets specifically for like keys and stuff. Okay, keys and guitars. Let's start with here. One big bad solo. That's extreme. That's kind of dope. Well, that's for a guitar, I'm assuming. This is dope. Some of them is just, I guess you just have to tame it. There we go. Let's pull back on it a little bit. it's dope. Like I said, it's similar to some of the other plugins that do that, but it's not identical. I feel like some of the other plugins you can't dial in that detailed. I guess maybe Serato Hex. I haven't done a lot of exploration with Serato Hex, but I know they have a lot of different parameters that you can mess with. But the subscription base, I'm not. That's that's a downfall for me. I would rather be able to just pay one time for the plugin and own it forever. And I know you can do that with Hex, but it's a lot more expensive than this one. I think this one is $70 for the RetroCraft. Okay, so I'm gonna actually put it also on my master and see if I can affect the whole beat and get it really, really dusty. You guys know that's my favorite thing to do to these. Roll the dice. These presets are a little bit extreme for my liking. So let's just do like basic. Let's see car stereo, how that sounds. I like it. So let's just build our own little preset. So yeah, it's pretty extreme. Obviously, I'm pushing it as far as I can and still keep it, usable. But it does have a really dope, grit to it. There we go. And then I would go back and individually mix based on the level of the compression and all that other stuff to make it sound a little bit more usable. All right, so that was the RetroCraft plugin by UJAM. Shout out to UJAM for letting me test out this plugin. Definitely something I'll be adding to the arsenal. I'll leave the link down in the description if you guys want to get a copy of this plugin. I could be here all day just messing around with the millions of different combinations that you can do with all the different knobs. There's, other ones I didn't even get into, which I like that there's different things that you can add to different elements of your beat. It doesn't have to just be on your master. It just doesn't have to be, it could be on your vocals or even like a vocal sample. It could be on your synth. It could be on, cassettes. It could be super degraded, distorted. And you could also do very simple, very tasteful amounts of distortion, basically, or color, adding color to your beats. So yeah, shout out UJAM, RetroCraft, really dope plugin. Definitely want to keep adding it to my arsenal. Make sure you guys do me a favor and go and hit that like and subscribe button. If you like videos about this kind of stuff, make sure you subscribe. Check out some of my other videos. If you're new here, my name's Finn. I make beats. Peace.